Who authorized you to take the car?
Oh, back off, Davy.
We're just about ready to shoot. Now I gotta check the car over again.
Oh, the car is fine. What did you think of my driving?
You're great.
Well, I think so. That's why I want to drive my own stunt.
No way, babe.
Oh, Davy, look, call it actor's vanity if you want, but I can handle a set of wheels as good as anybody. There's no reason why I shouldn't drive. For one thing, it's better for the picture. They can move in closer with the cameras.
When are you going to grow up and face the realities of this business? What happens if you drive and crack up?
Davy, look, you're a throwback. You're a throwback in another time when movies faked everything. The audiences today they're too aware and they're too groovy. They don't want fake mountains and fake streets, fake action. They want to see the actors playing their parts all the way.
Kevin Grant hired me to gaff this stunt and W. That's exactly what I'm doing. And Tom, stay away from the car.
Well, what are you going to do if I don't?
Tom, Davy. Come on. Split. Go on, split.
He doesn't like the idea of anyone doubling him.
Yeah, well, I can't bother with actor's ego right now, and I don't want you to bother either. We got enough problems with our own job. Stay away from him, okay? Thank you. Let's go.
Actors. See what happened?
Your actor took the car.
He's like a maniac.
Where's my actor?
Chained down, I hope.
Well, give me a call when you're ready.
Sam? We have a few things to talk over.
Sure, go ahead. Talk.
I'm going to be chasing you.
Like yesterday. This is just one sequence of the chase. So I'm still out in front, you're still behind. What's different?
Speed, for one thing.
How fast?
55 on the curves. And the straightaways pick it up. You just stay ahead of me and prevent me from passing.
No big deal.
Let's try dry run.
Why?
Why?
Man, I've done stunts on this road for years. The road hasn't changed. And we've got complete control. There's no traffic but us. What are you fussing about? Come on, let's rehearse it on film. It'll come off better.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. Why?
Your eyes look like road maps. Hey, right now, if you've got a hangover, you're not driving.
I remember a few years ago when I sponsored you into the Stuntmen's Association. The reason you got in was because I told them you wouldn't take any fool chances.
That's right. And I may not take any fool chances today, with you driving.
You won't be taking any fool chances. Look, fella, here's what happened. Last night was our wedding anniversary. Our first.
How's Helen?
Fine, she's a great gal.
Yeah.
Well, we cracked a couple bottles of wine. Now, I'm gonna get me another cup of coffee and I can drive any kind of car, any kind of way. I've been doing it for years and I haven't had a scratch.
Sam, with the hangover, none of that matters and you know it.
Hey, I'm a pro. I know when I can drive and when I can't. Now, come on. Besides, if you're going at 55, I can get $300 for the day's work. I need the bread.
I better get my wig on.
Buddy, get them ready. Get the stationary camera crews ready.
Okay, stationary cameras, let's check in.
All set here. Number 2's okay.
All right, boys, we're ready to go. Hold the traffic at both ends.
Okay, Sam. Davy. Let's go.
doctor, is he going to make it?
I don't know.
Anything he needs.
We're giving him blood now. He's going to need more.
Well, the Stuntman's Association has its own blood bank. We have his type on file. We'll get you all you want. Hey, Helen.
Are you Mrs. Borden?
Yes, I am.
Please.
Tilly, give me Bob Harron. It's urgent. Bob Davy Evans. You heard about Sam Borden. Well, he's going to need blood. Lots of it. Wait a minute. Forget about that blood, Bob. Sam didn't make it.
If I rewrite, it's going to mean the whole last third of the picture. That means shutting down, stopping production.
For how long?
For at least a week, maybe even longer. Well, the other alternative I have is to reshoot the mountain part of the chase. And that's a decision I don't want to make right now.
I can certainly understand that.
What about Sam's widow? I tried to talk to her at the funeral. I'm afraid I didn't get very much said.
I know, I didn't either. I have all her papers here. She's due in the office in a few minutes.
Does Sam have much insurance?
Not really. Routine coverage.
Workman's compensation.
I don't know whether she's bringing an attorney or not, but I certainly hope so.
Well, I suppose I should go down to the set, shouldn't I?
Yes.
Mrs. Borden for you, Miss Caldwell.
I'll be right out. She's here now. Mrs. Borden.
Hello, Miss Caldwell.
Nice to see you.
Thank you.
You remember Mr. Grant?
Of course.
Mrs. Borden? I didn't really say this very well at the funeral, and it's not really adequate right now, but I am sorry.
Thank you. I suppose you have to finish your picture now, don't you?
Yes.
Well, I know it won't be very easy for you. I wish you all the luck with it.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Borden. Thank you very much indeed. That means a great deal to me. I hope I see you again.
Thank you.
So.
Well, there are a lot of papers here. If you have an attorney or a financial advisor, I could,
No. I should have gotten around to it. I just haven't.
Oh, I see. Well, there is a lot of paperwork. A lot of forms to sign and, Oh, dear. This is all so impersonal. Why don't we go to the commissary and have an early lunch and talk about it there, hmm?
Fine, I'd like that very much.
Good.
Kevin, we got ourselves a problem. I mean, I've seen down sets before, but this one's like a morgue.
I didn't really expect anything else.
We made the stage move all right, but it's like pulling teeth. I mean, I like Sam. I guess everybody did. But we've got a picture to shoot, and it's never going to happen at this pace. We've got to do something to pull those guys up.
Yeah. Only what do we do to pull ourselves up? Let me talk to him for a minute, Bob.
All right, boys, let's gather around the bar here.
All right, fellas, we have a picture to shoot, whether we like it or not, whether we want to or not. And we'll do it because that's our job, because we're professionals. Now, I don't know if I can. I don't even know if it's ever been done before, but I'm going to try to get single card screen credit dedicating this picture to Sam Borden. Because I don't want us to forget Sam. I want us to remember him. I guess that's all. So let's make a picture.
Well, I can meet you up there after lunch. Right. Stage 19. See you then. Bye-bye.
Davy, I'm sure you've met Mrs. Borden.
Yes, I have.
It's nice to see you, Davy.
Nice to see you.
Miss Caldwell, your office just called and wondered if you could come back right away. Something about a teletype from New York.
Oh, yes, I know what that is. Thank you. Davy, could you take Helen on into lunch? I'm afraid I'm going to be busy for a while.
Sure.
Thank you. I'll see you later at the office.
Fine.
I am sorry.
It's all right.
Helen.
It's all right.
No, listen. There's something I've got to tell you.
You don't need to say anything, Davy.
And go, Tom. And that's the cut. All right, Tom. Hopefully you've gotten that out of your system. Now let's go back and do it the way we rehearsed it.
I'm supposed to walk in and hand him the gun.
Just that. You're trying to make a 5-act verse drama out of it, and it's too much.
Kevin, the guy has got to react.
No, he hasn't. I just want it simple and direct. Let's go again from the top. Another rehearsal, Bob. Go back to work.
Go from the top, boys. Quickly.
Tom? All right. Now, Tom, you're indulging yourself as an actor, and you have picked the very absolute wrong time to do it. Now, I want you to go back and play the scene the way we discussed it, and I directed it, and I want you to do it now, understood?
Sure, I'll do it just the way you directed it, and just the way you directed Sam Borden. And look what happened to him.
Let's go for a take.
Were you, brought up in this city?
No. I was a farm girl in Oregon. The second daughter of 7 kids. I got a little tired of taking care of brothers and sisters that when, Sam came along, I just...
It was up there on our picture location, wasn't it?
They made some of it right in our front yard.
Would you, care to sit down?
No, thank you. It's a nice atmosphere. A movie studio. I've never been in one before.
Really?
No. No. Sam always thought it was better for me to stay away from the business. No, it sounds strange. I mean, I know what stuntmen do, of course, but I don't know much about why they do it.
We're the producer's guarantee that his stars won't get hurt in entire production. Besides, we're trained to make dangerous action scenes.
Safely.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. It wasn't your fault. So, what else does the Stuntmen's Association do?
A couple of things we sponsor, like the Retarded Children's Olympics. We hold that one every year in Long Beach. It's going to be in about 3 weeks now. Helen, I can't hold it inside any longer. It was my fault.
Don't put on a hair shirt, Davy.
Helen.
Sam went through that guardrail because... Well, just don't put on a hair shirt. There's no need. Do me a favor?
Of course.
Will you walk me over to Sylvia Caldwell's office?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks good. That looks nice. Yeah. Now, girls, could you camp it up for me just a little bit? Yeah, that's it. Something nice and groovy for me. Yeah, that's cute. Oh, yeah, that's very good. Very nice. Nice smile. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. One more. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, girls. Thank you.
Davy, wait!
How are you?
Fine. How are you?
Fine. What were you shooting?
Oh, some publicity stills for Fire Prevention Week. What's the matter?
Nothing.
Are you working today?
No, I was just on my way over to see Sylvia Caldwell. I thought she might know of some kind of job for Helen Borden. Well, I think we ought to help her if we can. The way she's taking this thing is... She's quite a gal.
I'm sure she is. Would you like to meet me for some coffee or something after you get through?
Where will you be?
In class.
I'll phone you, all right?
Okay.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Laura. Sit down. Would you like half cream cheese sandwich?
No, thanks. You wanted to see me?
Yeah. I'm sorry to call you down to the set like this, but I have a problem with one of your brood.
Tom.
Tom. Come here. My problem is I can't fire him.
You want to?
Like a shot. If I didn't have as much film on him as I do, he'd be out of a job right now.
Oh, he's such a talented actor.
Now, that's not enough. There is the little thing of simple professionalism.
Well, I try to deal with that in class, but...
He's got some kind of instinctive opposition to authority. I've got about 3 days before I work with him again. He's been around long enough to know that I can't fire him, and I've had it with his taking advantage of that fact. Can you give me a hand with him, Laura?
I'll try, Kevin.
Lunch is over, boys. Let's go to work.
I'll see you later.
Okay, and thank you very much.
Okay, give my love to Marjorie.
I will. Bye-bye.
Kevin?
Yeah.
You have a minute?
Yeah, David, what is it?
There's word going around you're thinking of dropping that chase sequence.
I've been thinking about it, yes.
Because we didn't complete the car run-bys on the mountain?
That's one reason.
Well, we can get those shots. I'd like to finish that sequence for you.
Oh, I just don't know, Davy.
Kevin, I've got to do it.
I was afraid of that. Davy, you're still uptight about this whole thing. Now, you get in that car and you press too much. Well, I just don't think I can go through that again and still stay in this business. So if I do decide to reshoot, I'll probably go with another stunt gaffer.
You don't understand. Kevin, that accident was my fault.
Come off it, Davy.
It was. The stunt was my responsibility. It was my decision to let Sam drive. I knew he had a hangover. I fouled up your whole picture and let Sam die. Kevin, you talk about staying in the business. How do you think I feel? If I don't finish this stunt, I know I'll never do another one.
We're ready, Mr. Grant.
Kevin.
Right now, Davey, all I can see in my mind's eye is a broken guardrail on that mountain road.
Doesn't it mean anything to you that you are working?
Well, what do you want me to do? You want me to write thank you notes for every part I get?
There are actors who do.
Oh, wrong. There are breathing puppets who do that. Actors that are so astonished that they're working that they can't act. They're too busy being grateful. Well, I'm different.
You're different, all right.
Laura, did somebody put you up to lecturing me?
Of course they did. But why should they have had to?
Kevin Grant produces and directs his own movies, but he doesn't have time enough to talk to his actors.
I understand he's tried. Fine, Tom. Now, you keep right on playing this role of yours. The role of Tom Hudson, boy actor. You're playing what you think an actor should be. But there's a big difference between that and what a professional must be. What you're playing is ego.
Laura, there is something called integrity.
You may call it integrity, but I call it ego. And believe me, I've been around long enough to know it when I see it.
Every good actor in the industry has ego.
Ego under control. Tom, will you stop playing Tom Hudson and start being Tom Hudson? The real one? The real one has something important to offer.
Like what? An apology to Kevin Grant?
Well, that's a place to start. He's producing and directing. He's responsible for the entire picture. You're responsible for one small part of that. Huh? I'll tell you this, Tom. You'll finish this picture all right, but you'd better make sure that your rent's paid and your car's in your own name, because it's going to be a long time before you get another one. Oh, would you like some more coffee?
No, thanks.
Davy Evans was telling me about the retarded Children's Olympics. Are you both working on that?
Working on it? Dan spent so much time in Long Beach the last 2 weeks, I've hardly seen the man.
I hope you'll come down and see them.
Oh, I'd like that. Your Stuntmen's Association is quite a group. You've been marvelous to me, and I appreciate it.
Well, we only have another half hour, baby.
Oh,
right.
Thank you again for coming by. Oh.
Hi. Hey, how are you?
We were just leaving.
Davy. Drive carefully going home, okay?
Good night.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye now.
Bye. Thank you. Oh, that was nice of him to call.
Oh, they're nice people. You ready?
Well, Davy, look, you've been very good about getting me out of the house and taking me to dinner. But I don't want you to spend your money on me.
Hey, come
Well,
on.
wait a minute. I have a surprise. I went shopping for the first time today since the accident, and I've got 2 beautiful steaks in the icebox.
Are you inviting me to dinner?
Yes, I am.
Oh, well, gee, I don't know.
Oh.
I'd love it.
Good. Would you like a drink first?
Please.
Okay.
What else did you do today, besides buy steaks?
Well, you won't believe this.
Try me.
I went to the zoo.
That's great.
I did. I wandered around and looked at the animals and ate peanuts, and it was a nice day.
I did something today, too.
What?
I did some thinking about you. I don't want to pry, but a lot of important things you have to attend to. The mortgage, the insurance, things like that. Well, these things can get pretty complicated.
I know.
Helen, would you let me handle this?
Oh, Davy, that's very sweet, but...
I'd like to do it. You know, for instance, if you need ready cash, sell the house and move into an apartment, which might be more comfortable. And then you have that money and the insurance money to invest or use if you need it, till you get a job, if you want one. I talked to some of the people at the studio. I think Miss Caldwell might have a spot for you. You do type, don't you?
Mm-hmm. And take shorthand. I was pretty good at both in school.
There's something else you might do. You're an attractive woman. Have you ever thought of becoming an actress?
Oh, no. Oh, I don't know why. It's something that just never appealed to me. You go with an actress, don't you?
Sort of. There was a time when we thought about marriage. But not now. That's over.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I am too. But I wanted a wife and, well, she wanted a career. Helen, please let me handle those business matters for you.
Oh, Davy, it's a big responsibility.
I'd like it that way. I talked to one of the studio lawyers, and we drew up this paper naming me as executor of Sam's estate. If you sign it and I sign it, that's all there is to it.
All right. Have you got a... Thank you.
No. Thank you.
Kevin?
Hi, Sue.
Hi. Mr. Bracken will be phoning me in an hour, and I have to give him your decision.
You tell him I'm planning to reshoot the entire mountain part of the chase sequence from the top.
Good.
It is good. The sequence is right, and it can be done well and safely.
Excuse me, your secretary wasn't there, so...
Oh, that's all right, Davy. Come on in.
Caldwell?
Hello, David.
I called the production department. They told me you're going to reshoot that chase sequence tomorrow.
True.
Well?
I think you'll do a fine job, Davy.
That's a promise. Same action?
Right.
Bye now.
Davy?
Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah.
Are you married to him? Are you engaged? What gives you the idea that you own him?
Whatever our relationship is, it's none of your business. The point is, you're making a move, friend, and I'm here to tell...
I know. Hands off. Well, I don't buy that. If the guy prefers me, and apparently he does, then he's mine. And if that happens to bug you, tough.
That was direct and hard and honest. Now, tomorrow we'll discuss that other scene, because I have lots of notes on that. That's all for today. Thank you. Paulette, may I see you, please?
Sure. I'll catch up with you later.
All right. Sit down, Paulette. Now, just a question, if you don't mind.
No.
You've met Helen Gordon, haven't you?
Yes, we met.
Do you like her?
I only met her for a minute.
Well, I'm thinking of bringing her in as my secretary, and I was just wondering what you thought of the idea.
If she wants to, I think it's fine. But why ask me?
Well, Davy suggested her.
He did.
Paulette, I don't want you or anyone else in this class to go through all kinds of personal tension when you walk through that door. This is a place to be free, to loosen up, not to tighten up. If Helen is here, working...
Oh, thank you, Laura. But I have no right to object. Davy asked me to marry him, and I turned him down. I wanted a career.
I could get someone else.
Oh, no, that's not fair. Maybe I'm losing Davy, but Helen lost her husband. If she wants to work here, it's fine. Is that all?
Yes. Well, did you have a nice dinner?
Fine.
You're home early. Are you all right?
Sure.
I have an early call tomorrow, if you'll excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Surely.
Good night, Paula.
Good night.
Well, obviously, you've just gone 15 rounds.
Mama, let's drop it.
Oh, I'm sorry you had a fight, baby, but these things happen. Davy, wait!
There's something we didn't say during dinner.
There's a lot we didn't say during dinner.
I know. You're reshooting that chase sequence tomorrow.
That's right.
Davy, please don't. Replace yourself. Get another stuntman.
I can't.
Davy, please. For me?
I'm sorry, Paula. That sequence is my responsibility. It's something I've got to do.
All right?
Ready to go.
Harry?
Good dry run.
Fine. Let's move up to the starting point.
We'll put your wig on up there, Davy. Davy? Good luck, that's all.
Thanks, Tom.
Let's go!
How's it for you? Oh, out of sight.
Hey, that was a beautiful job, you guys.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I'm real happy. Can I buy you a cup of coffee?
Fine.
Let's go.
Oh, thank God. Did it go well?
You mean Jerry? Yeah. He's fine. We're just a couple of pros. We went out there and did it. Nothing to it.
You look so tired.
Believe me, I am. You know, it kind of surprised me, Paulette. I only thought about Sam once. When we got to that guardrail that Sam went through.
Oh, I gotta call my answering service. Miss Douglas, 289. Really? Thank you. Bernie Williams would like me to call him.
Who's he?
He's a new man in my agent's office. He's supposed to be one of the best. Hello? Mr. Williams, please. Paulette Douglas calling. Thank you. I'll hold. He's the kind of agent, well, if he takes a personal interest in your career, wow, anything can happen.
How personal interest did you have in mind?
Oh, honey, you know me better than that. Hello? Mr. Williams? I'd like to meet you, too. You saw that? Really? Thank you. You saw the test I did? Yes. 7? Fine. I'll be there. Thank you, Mr. Williams. Bye-bye. He wants to see me tomorrow.
In his office at 7?
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Appointment in an agent's office at 7. By that time, all the secretaries are gone and the phones are shut off.
Oh, honey. Mr. Williams is too big to play games.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me what's really bothering you?
You have an appointment tomorrow at 7 p.m. What else is supposed to happen tomorrow evening at 7?
Oh, the benefit party for the retarded Children's Olympics.
That's right.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I'm awful. I just forgot. It's not that important. I'll call him back.
Forget it. You keep your appointment. I'll make other plans.
Davy, are you going to ask somebody else?
Maybe.
Who? Helen Borden?
Yeah, I think I will. I'm seeing her tomorrow anyway. I can ask her then.
Are you getting involved with her?
Why not? A man could do worse. A man could do an awful lot worse.
Tom, don't you have a late call today?
Well, I'm not doing makeup until this afternoon. Kevin?
I just came from Daly's. You were good, man. Very, very good.
Well, thanks. Listen, I'm sorry I gave you such bad time.
It's over.
But I know you're not going to ask for me again.
Oh?
You know, there's something that you've got to understand about me.
You're sure I'm not going to ask for you again?
Oh, come on, man. I drove you up a wall. It's not that easy for me to explain myself, man. I'm a guy with a million ideas. You know, I'm all churned up inside. But I've got to say it the way it is. I'm still free that way, man. Uninhibited.
So you have to express yourself.
Yeah, right. But I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt any director. I'd be out of my mind to do it. But still, Kevin, I can't work like some kind of a machine where you're pressing the buttons and I give you a response.
No, you got me all wrong, Tom. I want your ideas.
Well, you sure got a funny way of showing it.
I want your ideas up to a point. You want a soft drink?
No, thank you.
The point where I have to make a selection. And then we lock in.
I just wanted to drop by and tell you that I'm sorry about what happened between us. That's all.
Look, Tom, I am going to use you again when the part's right. But you got to understand something about me. You see, I'm a guy with a million ideas. I'm all churned up inside, and I say it the way it is. Because I'm free and uninhibited.
So when we work together again, and we will,
we're going to run head on right into each other. But that's not all bad. Because the sparks will fly, and that's what makes good drama, right?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello there. It's your friendly moving van.
Yes, I see. That's great.
Hey, you got a lot done.
Yeah, I've been pretty busy. It's been good.
What do you want me to do?
The books, that's what.
All right.
I'm gonna take this. Oh, that's great.
This should handle it. You all right?
Oh, yes.
Good. Hey, remember I told you about that benefit cocktail party for the retarded Children's Olympics?
Uh-huh.
Well, it's tonight. And I'd like to take you.
Thank you. No.
No.
Davy, you've been so good, and you've done so many things for me, and I've let you do them because it's made things easier for me. I guess in a way I've taken advantage, and I'm sorry for that.
I've only done what I wanted to.
Yeah. Well, I've got to tell you something now that I never wanted to tell anyone because it was just between Sam and me. Sam and I didn't have a very happy marriage.
You both should have been actors.
We did our best to make it look good. But I've got to make you understand something about Sam, Davy, because I know you feel responsible for his death. And you shouldn't. Sam died because he wanted to.
Ellen, I can't buy that. I knew Sam too well.
Davy, just listen to me, okay? When you offered to become executor of Sam's estate, I should have told you the truth then, but I didn't. You offered protection, and I accepted it because it was the easiest thing to do. In a way, it's the same mistake I made with Sam. I took the easy way, and I'm just not going to do that anymore. I like to think that I loved Sam when I married him, though I probably didn't. He was exciting and different, and a lot different than anything I'd known. And I wanted to be a good wife to him. But when we got down here, I found that all he wanted was someone to darn the socks and keep the house. A warm body who wouldn't give him any trouble. And I accepted that kind of life because I was used to it from my own family. And that made it easy for Sam to drink and gamble, see other women, and to hit me a few times if he felt like it.
Helen.
Wait. I'm not telling you these things so you'll feel sorry for me. I don't feel sorry for myself. I just want you to understand about Sam so you'll get over feeling guilty about him.
Look, facts are facts. I shouldn't have let Sam drive. He should have been sent home.
Okay, now let me finish then, okay? I'm no psychologist. But I don't think Sam liked himself very much. On weekends, or days when he wasn't on call, he'd go out and he'd take every chance he wasn't allowed when he was working. He had one favorite, in that little sports car of his. He'd go up to the top of Mount Wilson, and then he'd see how fast he could get back down the mountain with exactly 1 pint of gin in him. At first, I'd go with him, half loving it, half terrified. And then when I saw this sick look on his face grow, I stopped going. And that's when he started hitting me when he'd get back.
You could have divorced him.
No, the way I was brought up, there was no divorce. A woman commits herself to a man in a marriage, for better or for worse. And that's it. Old-fashioned, I guess. And I thought I was like that. But to tell you the whole honest truth, I don't know how much longer I could have taken it.
Helen, you're not telling me you're glad Sam's dead.
Of course not.
I'm just trying to make you understand that Sam's death was a tragedy, yes, but you didn't cause it. If Sam hadn't died doing that stunt, he would have found some other way to kill himself. No, I'm not glad Sam is dead. Though I admit there have been moments when I have been. And I hate myself for those. But maybe they've had a value. Because thinking like that has made me see this town, this life, this atmosphere. And it just isn't for me. I'm not packing to move into an apartment, Davy. I'm going back to Oregon. I'm going home.
You talked yourself into feeling something for me. It was wrong for Sam and me, because Sam never really cared. And it's wrong for you and me because you care for the wrong reasons.
A little Oregon farm girl. How come you're so sharp? Come on now, let's get packing.
Okay.
I hope it looks that good on film.
I do too. It's a new formula, but it's still candy.
Well, it's very sweet. What's the stunt for?
Al O'Brien's doing a new picture. Kevin, have you had a chance to talk to the legal department?
Yes, yeah. It looks like we're going to be able to get Sam a single-card dedication in the opening credits.
I appreciate this, Kevin. So will every stuntman in the business. Thank you.
I think